Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Cataclysm and our Orc Hunters leveling campaign. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and joining me here today. I do appreciate it, and I hope everybody is doing well. We are starting off our journey in Winterspring today. I ran us all the way through Felwood, and we have just exited the tunnel here from Felwood, the Timbermaw Hold. And we have Salfa here waiting for us with Winterfall activity. The Timbermaw tend to stay to themselves, Rambles. While we do allow safe passage to those we trust, we try to avoid other Furbolg tribes if at all possible. The Winterfall tribe has become increasingly hostile toward us. They seem to be in a state of rage, completely engulfed by their own fear and hatred of anything they do not understand. The Winterfall carries spirit beads, which have clearly failed to protect them against corruption. Bring me 10 of these beads to show you have thinned their ranks. And we're getting right into killing some enemy Furbolgs here. Do we want to do the breadcrumb first? Yes. Let's go check out the breadcrumb just in case it has us doing something in the same area, which is so often the case. We could also mount up. Winterfall is not a zone I've done a lot of questing in any version of the game, so I may not be able to spot if they've changed a lot or if a lot of the quests are the same. This introductory quest I feel like is the same as it's always been. But we'll see if anything sticks out to me as we progress.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground.
The aggression of the Winterfall Furbolg has to have its source somewhere. I'd like to get to the bottom of it if I can. I've seen the Furbolg in the camps to the north brewing something in a cauldron. They seem to be protective of it. If whatever they're cooking is what's causing this, I must examine it myself. Find that cauldron if it's still there and bring me back what's inside.
Watch your back.
Okay.
Good. Off with you.
This was just our breadcrumb to get here. It's really nothing we need. Threat of a Winterfall. Okay, this is not a breadcrumb. This was a new quest. I came to Winterspring to investigate the Frostfire hot springs. I've noticed that the water seems to have strange qualities. I haven't been able to discover the source, and to tell you the truth, I've had some difficulty lately due to the Winterfall Furbolg. They seem to be drawn to the springs just as I am. They have become extremely protective of the water and won't let me come near the two larger springs to the north of here. I'd like to continue my studies, so won't you help me? More killing of the same Furbolgs.
Watch your back.
I feel like these are all the same quest. Now, this witch doctor, I don't remember there being a witch doctor, like, hanging out with her, but, like, strangely just, like, nearby, facing the wrong direction, like, clearly popped in the Cataclysm, probably.
Relax. Be good.
Doing the echo magic. Mari's been making charms from the spirits of the wild here for years now. Mari just plucked the echo right out of the animals. Obtain Rimpelt's heart. Yeah, I just...
Spirit be with you, man.
When they go that heavy with the troll accent, I would rather not strain my brain on it. Let's run right over here and just see if we can get this one done. Then we'll head north and do all the Winterfall Furbolg stuff. Oh, you may have noticed I respect back to survival. Sorry, I should do the housekeeping stuff at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, we respect. I just, you know, after about 20 hours or so, I got kind of really incredibly bored of using primarily one button over and over again. Like, it might have been like a cool, like fantasy-wise, to have aim shot and to largely be one-shotting guys. You know, like a sniper might pull off like a headshot. But gameplay-wise, from the player perspective, it has been some of the most boring gameplay that I have ever endured in this game. So yeah, I went back to survival. I remembered that, you know, we had a few more buttons we had to hit every pull, and it just felt a little bit more engaging than aim shot, and sometimes we would do a kill shot depending on the level of the enemy we were fighting. So yeah, we're gonna stick with survival probably for the rest of the playthrough. I took a look at Beast Mastery, and honestly, it seemed really boring. We don't get explosive shot, obviously. It just seemed like survival was gonna be the way to go. So
Won't be shy.
here we are. Hope nobody minds too much.
You be careful, man.
Let's take the male.
Bye-bye now.
Very, very almost insignificant upgrade over what we have. I hope we're done. Yes, like we are done. They put this person here. They had one quest. And thankfully that's it. Okay, let's head north, shall we? Inside the cauldron bubbles a rotting, repulsive-smelling substance. The greenish substance inside the cauldron is putrid and viscous. Viscous? Vicious? It means thick. I can't pronounce the word, okay, but the word, I know what it means. It's a word I've only ever read, and I believe it means, like, thick. Viscous. There we go. I got it. No matter what it is, it doesn't seem to be good. It would be best to report back to Denova with your findings, along with a sample of the viscous liquid in the cauldron. Yep, I put that one in there for a little bit more practice. Winterfall Firewater. Oh, increases your attack power and your size. Oh, nice. Who doesn't want to be bigger? You know, the thing is, with the combat, we're killing things just about as quickly. We might even be killing things quicker. However, I think it had something to do with just watching the long 2.5 second casts go off. And then that being mainly the only thing we got to do, it just made marksman feel very, very tedious to level up. Even though we're killing them just as quickly, like this already feels better. Having just a 1-2 combo feels better than just watching that long cast go and then often either one-shotting it or maybe we fire off a kill shot sometimes. I don't know. To me, from the player perspective, this just feels better. We seem to have an overall lack of furbolgs in this area. And I'm wondering if we're going to end up waiting for respawns, or if we're going to have to get some of this done in other places. The kill quests were doing fine. The spirit beads seem to be a very low drop rate. I'm sort of wondering if there are mobs that have a higher drop rate for this item. Like, if we should be farming out here, or if we should be just kind of carrying on. I have this dude on assist. I don't know why he's not going in when I, Oh, there he goes. Now he's going in. At some point, we opened up assist. Yeah, at some point, aggressive simply became assist. I'm not sure at what level that happened or why it happened. But yeah, after some point there was no more aggressive option. It's just assist or defensive, and defensive seems to do the exact same thing that assist does. Like, on defensive when we attack, he attacks. On assist when we attack, he attacks. Maybe on assist, if we get attacked, he doesn't fight back. Maybe that's the difference. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go turn in the ones we have. They don't seem to have changed much here, if they've changed really anything at all. So I know we'll be fighting more furbolg. So eventually getting all these spirit beads shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we have to worry about getting them all right now.
Great to meet you. Off with you. Keep your feet on the ground. Be good. Keep your feet on the ground.
Very interesting, Rambles. When this toxic substance is mixed with the water from the hot springs, it loses its toxicity, only retaining the ability to temporarily affect those that ingest it. This must be why the Winterfall protect the hot springs so fervently. They need them to purify their firewater. We need to stop this, cut off contact between the Winterfall and the Deadwood. A group of runners walks the distance between their village and Fellwood, find them and defeat them, and steal their shipment. Okay. And scalding signs. The cauldron looked like it contained concentrated material. If the Winterfall are diluting this stuff directly in the springs, contamination could build up over time. And then the dilution would be less and less effective. The spring to the northeast has boiled over with elementals. I thought it was because of the cataclysm, but their appearance could be a reaction to this. Could you check them for corruption, hunt a few, and bring me any bits of green foreign material they leave behind?
Off with ya.
That's probably a new one. Yeah, the Winterfall crates. I mean, they run some kind of route. We'll have to see what the odds are that we ever run into them. Oh, here we go. Is this the guy? Is this the Winterfall runner? I think that it is. Yeah, we just completed it right away. It's that's pretty simple. Probably doesn't happen like that every time for everybody, but I'll take it.
Welcome. Watch your back. Off with ya. Be good.
High Chief Winterfall. The Winterfall Furbug are not normally an aggressive tribe, and this change in their behavior leads me to think that they must be under orders from their chief. We most likely can't undo the damage that has already been done, but if their leader is slain, they might not get any worse. Head east again, past where you found that cauldron, and Chief Winterfall is here at the easternmost part of the Timbermall post. Kill the leader and they might not get worse. Usually, like, bands of, like, super aggressive creatures with weapons, they're gonna get worse if you kill their leader. They're just gonna get worse.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Because then somebody else is gonna take over. It's not gonna get better, necessarily. It's not very good logic. Alright, either way, let's go take him out, and then we'll deal with the suspicious green sludge from the elementals. I just started to think like, oh, I'm happy to be in Winterfall. We're probably not going to have to deal with any goblins. And then I realized the entire town is a mirror of Gadgekstan. It's another goblin town. And I started to think like, why in the hell is it that every single zone after Tannerus, like, they all have goblins? And the only real conclusion I came to is that back in, like, the vanilla era, when there wasn't much of an MSQ, really the only way to make an area that both Horde and Alliance could quest out of was to have goblins, you know? Like, they couldn't keep making faction-specific or faction-heavy zones, or having, like, 2 different faction stories per each zone, so they just put goblins in. That's your neutral, that was your neutral faction, was goblins. You know, that's why Tannerus has goblins, Ungoro had goblins, Winterspring has goblins. It's like, now, like, Thousand Needles had goblins. We picked the goblin route. The route that we picked would have been good for a goblin. The only place that we skipped goblins intentionally and successfully was by not going into Ajara. Like, everywhere else we hit goblins. This guy, he's somewhere. Now that being said, we need spirit beads, so we might as well carve through all these guys. A crudely written log. The log you found in the High Chief looks extensive, but after looking through a couple of the pages, you find you cannot read the text. The markings are so crude and poorly formed that you are not sure if anyone would be able to read them, but perhaps Denova will be able to tell you what it says. The music here is really good. I don't know if they changed the music from vanilla, but it's nice, it's ambient, I like it. It hasn't changed music track 7 times. Strange life forces. When this creature died, some sort of energy was released from its body. The energy was passed on to you, and now you feel somewhat stronger. According to Winterspring locals, Witch Doctor Mari at the Snowden Chalet is an expert in the wildlife of the area. She might know something about this mysterious energy. Okay. Chalet, is that like the fire in the tent they have set up is now called a chalet? Is that what they're calling it? I'm gonna go live in a tent and then just tell people that I live in a chalet. Maybe that's the actual definition. Maybe I don't know what chalet means. Let's see. Chalet. What does chalet mean? Originally the modest huts or cottages that alpine herders lived in. So it's like a cabin now. Now rich people have chalets. Yeah, okay, I got it. Alright, let's go north of here. We'll go after the green sludge. You could really tell they didn't do much work here in the Cataclysm because the drop rates for all of the quests are still at their vanilla level intervals. Both this one and the prayer and the beads that we're collecting. Just those really low drop rates that you only see in vanilla era. Let's head back to the south of the road for a second and see if any Furbolg have respawned. We could probably get the last couple of prayer beads we need. There we go. It actually probably would have been smarter to head over here and fight the ones over here for the prayer beads. We're probably going to have to clear a few anyway. Let's go get this one done, and then we'll head back and turn everything back into the dwarf. Ah, this has 20 agility on it. Yeah, I think we'll take that. It's a classic look.
Watch your back.
We'll take, well, we don't need the gloves. Guess we'll take them anyway. Now we'll take the wand to sell it.
Keep your feet on the ground.
That's level 54.
Be good. Off with you.
The Winterfall are no longer a threat to me, but if you still want to find out what was driving the Furbolg to create and consume this strange fire water, I think you should seek out Kellic Skykeeper. He's a druid that once worked to help cleanse Felwood with the Emerald Circle and has since come here to study the nearby ruins. You might be able to find him to the east at Lake Kelthirel, where he spends his time recently.
Keep your feet on the ground. Be good. Watch your back. How you doing, man? Spirits be with you, man.
Alright, so we are done at the Snowden Chalet. And we are heading off to the east now.
listening. Go in peace.
Yes, if you let me examine this for a while, I might be able to translate it for you. Attack power or intellect? I mean, yeah, I guess we have to take the attack power.
Good luck, friend.
Wait, that's it? So the way they made changes here, it seems like one of the ways they made changes was simply by eliminating quest chains. Unless there never was a quest chain, but since the reward was a blue trinket, I'm assuming that originally there was more to this. He wasn't just like, yeah, let me look at that for a while. I'll get back to you. Never. I hate when they do that. I hate when they say, when they have an NPC like indicate that they're gonna follow up with something, and then we never follow up with it. It happens in so many places, and like in vanilla era, it's kind of excusable, but also in vanilla era, it's not ever quite as blatant as that. That was a blatant dead end. Yeah, it's just like, for me, like in the Cataclysm era, there's not a really good excuse for having dead ends like that. Like you were revamping the world. One of the first things you should have done when revamping the world was to find all the quests that kind of dead ended and make sure that you didn't have them dead end. Just have them have some kind of conclusion, you know? Everyone likes a little bit of a conclusion to a plot line. I know nobody reads the quest but me, but come on. Pity me, stranger, and all the Highborn, for it was here our folly began, our folly that cursed our children and our children's children to this day. Is that true? Because I thought all that stuff started in Suramar when, like, the queen started to collude with demons and stuff for power. I don't know that it started in Winterfall, but maybe. 10,000 years ago, the Highborn lived here in prosperity. We considered ourselves above the common ranks of the other Night Elves. With our every need met by magic and wealth, we led lives of indulgence and amusement. And greed. The spirits you see here are overwhelmed with remorse and regret. Their anguish chains them here. If you wish to learn more of Kel'Thurel and Zin Malor, free them from their agony. I would like to learn more, but how much more am I actually going to get to learn? That's the real question. Free them from their agony. So, I'm assuming we kill them? There's no tooltip for it, but let's kill them and see what happens. Killing that one did nothing. These are not the spirits that we're looking for, because that was a troll, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, these are wretched. Okay, so maybe it's not the wretched we're looking for. Yeah, here we go. We need the anguished Highborn. The crystal has returned, you must leave. What does that mean? The crystal can still be found if we can just find it again. Oh boy.
Hello.
The crystal of Zin Malor was stolen from a far-off temple without remorse. Its ability to control the arcane was too tempting, and when it was toyed with, its shattering cursed us all. Kel'Thuzil suffered until the Sundering destroyed it for good. The curse of Zin Malor binds all who seek its power here. I was the first to fall to its temptation. Thousands of years later, our long-lost descendants would be next. Agility stamp, that's not as good as what I have. I don't need any of this stuff.
Be careful.
500 quests completed. Nice. Descendants of the Highborn. Not long after my death, the greed of my people would lead to their exile. A continent away, they would become Quel'Dorei, the High Elves. In Quel'Thalas, they would bathe in the power of their sunwell and forget their legacy of desire and greed. These distant descendants return here, drawn by the hand of fate, doomed to repeat history. Hear their tale now, as I have. Okay, so I guess I didn't really know that about High Elves. Or like, I hadn't thought about it in a long time. So everything started as trolls, or like they started as trolls. Trolls became Night Elves, some of the Night Elves became upper class Highborn. They left, they crossed the ocean, they lost their connection to Elune or to whatever was making them High Elves. Or whatever was making them Night Elves, and they slowly, you could say, almost devolved into High Elves.
Hello.
Descendants of the Highborn. We were proud and noble, our faith in the light protected us, and with the sunwell we wanted for nothing. Because of that blindness, we came here to repeat the tragedy of history, as our entire race would in time. 100 years ago, I and a small group of other High Elves traveled here from our homeland, Quel'Thalas. We sought the ancient mysteries of Kel'Thuzil to find why it was destroyed. We found fragments in the ice, shards of the crystal. The Archmage we accompanied did not take long to fall under their sway. In our foolishness, we noticed too late. His spirit wanders in the southeast, among those he drove to madness, still clutching the memory of the precious shard.
Good luck, friend.
Okay, this has been really cool. All questing in World of Warcraft should feel like this. You should like, as often as you can, it's always more interesting to be delving into mysteries, especially mysteries of like the ancient past or the near past. I find that a lot more interesting than dealing with like faction disputes or political stuff. Let's see, what do we got here? It looks like he's over this way. This has probably been some of the most lore relevant questing that we've done. Like in the entire playthrough. You don't understand, I had to study it, I had to. Oh, we get it. It took you over.
How may I help?
Manius was a powerful mage and an honorable elf. His spirit did not deserve such an ignoble fate.
Be careful.
We were shocked before we died, shocked that one among our noble and austere kind could descend into vicious obsession so quickly. We died as naive fools, the victims of our own blithe assumptions. The living would know that these events would play out yet again, both here and among the entire elven race with the fall of Quel'Thalas.
Good luck, friend.
Long after my death, my people would suffer an even greater mistake. The High Elves relied on the Sunwell and its glory. Never imagining a world without it, we would never make preparations to deal with such a fate. Later, when the Sunwell fell to the forces of the undead, what was left of my descendants would be lost and helpless, and the path they would take in response would change them forever. The Sin'dorei, still striving for redemption, would return here as well.
Till next we meet.
Okay, we're getting the whole elf history here.
What business have you?
Descendants of the High Elves. We were not naive as our forefathers were. We were suspicious and cunning and ready for betrayal at every turn. Yet our pride and greed drove us to ruin once more. How many more will be lost to Kel'Thuzil?
Time is of the essence.
1 year ago. The legend of the Crystal of Zin Malor reached Silvermoon, and I led a group of the finest warriors and scholars available to this land. We brought ample mana crystals, so none of us would be tempted to taste the crystal itself. The crystal did not need our hunger to ruin us. Once in our possession, it warped all but me into wretched beasts. The wretched soul still wander, seeking more lives to chain to this lake. Will you give them mercy, or flee to die on safer ground someday? Well, let's go give them mercy.
Anaria Shola.
The living Farstrider who sent you here could not bear to see our fate. He ran, a wise decision. If one now holds the Crystal of Zin Malor again, it will spell the doom of all around them. It should never have been reassembled. Agility Stam. Strength Stam. We don't need any of this stuff.
Keep your wits about you.
The Curse of Zin Malor. You have seen enough. Know that the Crystal of Zin Malor brings only ruin to all around it. Leave this place if you do not wish to join us.
Hold your head high.
The Master would have you silent. Oh. Snap. Fear not, Zin Malor. It will never belong to another. Oh, okay. I guess that's it for those guys. That was really cool. I really love that storyline. And yeah, I wish more stuff in World of Warcraft questing was just like that. You know, I wish we could kind of like uncover more of the history, more of the secrets, more of the stuff that you read about when you read the Chronicle books. I would love if more vanilla questing and classic questing and just more questing in general in the game were like that.
What brings you here?
The Shade, yes, I saw it too.
Stars.
You say it spoke of a master? Of one who holds Zin Malor? This is grave news. You must act, Hunter. I saw the Shade fly off to the south. Take the path to the upper ruins, and you may be able to climb the frozen waterfall after it. And do not let your guard down. It may be waiting for you.
Farewell.
So we're climbing up somewhere. It looks like we might have a little dodging game to play here as we run up the frozen waterfall. Yeah, we gotta dodge these. Oh boy, okay, okay. We're going this way, obviously. It'd be great if these just one-shot you if they hit you. Was that it? That was it.
Ishnuala del Nadris.
Let me see. Faintly written among the engraved incantations is the name of its master. Umbrance.
Go in peace.
I have heard tales of Umbrance, though I have not ever met him in person. Rumor has it that he's been collecting magical artifacts, though for what purpose I couldn't say. Best pass this information on to a trusted ally. Nim, the High Elf, can be found within Everlook, the large goblin town to the northeast. Tell him all that we've learned today.
Farewell.
Yep, we'll tell him and he'll be like, ah, that's good to know. I will think about this, and we'll never hear from him again. That is exactly what's going to happen. Just wait and see. If this dude in town has a follow-up for us, I will be very shocked. You know who will have quests for us? Goblins. More goblins.
Assist you.
Umbrance, I see. I will carry this information unto my people. You will be contacted if you are needed again. Yes.
Be careful.
And we never heard from him again. As cool as he looks.
What do you require?
Hammer time.
Embrace the shadow.
The three of us have been arguing for weeks over whose weapons are superior. I won't let anyone tell me my maces are second best. Kilrum's axes and Cyril's swords could never match the pure strength of my craft. I'm tired of arguing. It's time to show those two I'm right with a demonstration. If you would, dear, head outside and tell Dee's rock snitch that I need the biggest boulder he can find.
Lady, watch over you.
What is this about, and why do I care? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Hurry back.
If you want to get a boulder in there, you can use my own patented boulder in a box. Normally I just sell you one right up front, but I'm fresh out of materials. Earth elementals have been popping up on the peak directly south of town. They're a good source of rubble.
Glad I could help.
I think I see where this is going. Are there any other quests here? Yes. Yes, there is. We should also bind our Hearthstone.
Be careful out there.
The Sands of Silithus and the Blasted Lands, the other side of the world. We'll take Sands of Silithus for 200, please.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Silithus. So apparently the Cenarian Circle needs assistance with an insect infestation of some sort. No thanks, not for me. I'm perfectly happy freezing to death here in Everlook if the alternative is bugs. It says here that visitors should speak with Windcaller Proudhorn, and the easiest way to get there is via the path up on... Yeah, we know.
Good one.
Okay, yeah, and that's it. So we're going out to fight elementals. I wonder if, like, the questing here has been reduced. You know, if there's just not a lot of stuff to do in Winterspring. I'm hoping we can get level 56 to get into Silithus, and then question mark. I don't know if that's enough to get us to 60. Jesus? Oh, it's not Jesus. It's Deathwing. Okay, that was sudden. and strange. But I guess that's what's happening. Deathwing is in this zone and he is flamethrowing everything. I got no idea how long that's gonna last. Oh, this might be why we're killing stuff so easily. Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. Huh, yeah, I guess I didn't notice that. Yeah, there we go, there's Deathwing. I'm getting like Fyrak flashbacks from Dragonflight. God. Yeah, and like same thing. He's kind of ruined the nice wintry ambience we had going on here. And just like that, it's over. Okay, cool. Take it. It's probably just bugged out like a lot of the other parts of the game are. We should definitely grab the flight point before I completely forget to do so. There were a bunch of flight points in Felwood that I also grabbed on the way up.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back. Glad I could help.
I haven't got all day.
You come get the voodoo.
Expectedly, we're gonna do quest for all these guys.
Relax, BC.
Speak with D. Yeah, we're gonna speak with this dude again. I don't know that these are gonna be interesting, like lore-wise.
Keep it real. Hurry back.
10 pieces of fresh cut frostwood from Frostleaf Treants. Alright, we saw these guys on the way over. So they did make changes to the zone. You know, that we used to get some more Furbolg quests here that took us over into the hold. We had quests to go down south. I think there were elites down there around like a chasm. You know, some zones they came into and they changed them and they made them less enjoyable. Which is pretty unfortunate. I'm assuming this is just a visual fire. Yeah, and like it's not gonna hurt. Stood in the fire. Okay, good, 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 good. It's worth it for the achievement. Now if only we could find any of the treants we're looking for. Maybe we shouldn't have jumped down. Maybe he burned all the treants. That wouldn't surprise me. Oh no, they're fine. They're perfectly fine standing. Oh no, no, no. I think that one just died. I'm pretty sure they're dying in the fire, but I'm also kind of sure this one. Okay, okay, we could die. We can die in the fire. Oh dear God! Why? 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 Yeah, see, the problem is, like, I need to loot these guys, but I can't loot them because they're in the fire. I don't really know if there's ever gonna not be fire. Yeah, this is kind of like an unfortunate little situation we've got here. He managed to flame all of the areas that have these. Okay, this fire died out. Maybe it's a matter of time. Where the fuck is my pet? My pet is dead. Excellent. Okay, the fire has seemed to go away, but while the fire was here, it was really obnoxious. It didn't add anything positive to the gameplay, that's for sure. Sadly, we lost that awesome buff that we had. You know, the buff that I was just talking about was making us super strong. We lost it. Not that we're gonna have any problem killing stuff. Oh, the good news is with the fire gone, we can loot these ones that we didn't get to loot before if we act fast. That works.
What's up? Glad I could help.
We'll take the male boots with agility, stam, and crit strike.
Hurry back. Glad I could help.
And we need to do a couple things. I need to mail the leather to my bank alt. We need to empty our inventory.
Meetings, man. Stay away from them. Hey there.
Can I help you? Greetings. See you around.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Glad I could help.
7 pieces of pure glacier ice.
Keep it real.
Alright, before we do any of that, let's hit up the mailbox and the vendor.
Time is money, friend.
These items are soulbound. I need to put those in my own bank. There's a banker somewhere. I did see a banker. I think that's it, right? Let's do the mage weave as well.
Yo. Have a good one.
Alright, it looks like we are headed this way, so maybe we take the path we see. We see a pathway back here, let's see if we can get to that. Ah, we got some quest here. Very nice. Very nice. Turning the earth. Despite their corruption and madness, the Winterfall barely cling to their shamanistic powers. It disturbs me to see the power of the elements used by them to harm my tribe and other innocents. We will turn their totems against them. Take my own totem with you into Winterfall village. Use its power on the Winterfall totems from afar, and the fury of the earth will be unleashed upon all nearby. Needless to say, keep a safe distance. And Berserker, High Chieftain Winterfall's absence has done little to quell the rage of the Winterfall. In his absence, their greatest warrior has rose to a position of terrible power. This is what I said would happen. Grolnar the Berserk lurks, even, in the cave at the top of the Winterfall village, gorged on enough corrupt firewater to kill 10 lesser furbolgs. He has become a bloated and horrible beast. Our warriors have been unable to face him. Do you have the strength to defeat him? We do. We do. Oh, this guy's a rare. I was gonna ignore this guy. I'm glad I didn't, because they're worth quite a bit of XP. We need one more totem. I'm kind of hoping the ones down below have respawned, because I don't really know where else we're gonna find totems. Yeah, they didn't. Of course they didn't, because that would be too easy. Where else are we gonna find totems? I don't know, but I feel like we'll probably be waiting for respawns here. Let's check down this way. Maybe this way. No, there's no more shaman, so they put just enough to not complete the quest. It's pretty typical. Yeah, there's really nowhere else to look for these guys, unless there are some outside of the town. Pure glacier ice. Okay. Maybe we can climb up the mountain here. I don't think we're getting this from inside the cave. Although I've been wrong before. No, I don't see anything clickable in the cave. Are we able to somehow scale this mountain? I mean, it doesn't really seem like it. Yeah, okay, I can kind of finagle my way. I don't really know that that gets us anywhere useful. Maybe we're looking for this other cave. Okay, we've stumbled into a Yeti den. That's amazing. We've stumbled into a Yeti den, and I still don't see that this is getting us anywhere towards the ice. Maybe we have to go deep into this cave, I don't know. So the quest says in the caverns, so maybe it is somewhere in here. I feel like, you know, like maybe shooting it was not the right idea. Oh no, look, it did give us one. Okay, so we do have to shoot it. It's kind of counterintuitive, but whatever. Alright, let's try to circle back around this entire mountain, and we have to see if we can get one more totem destroyed. I don't think there's going to be an easy way up and over this from this side, so we are in for a little bit of a run, unfortunately. Oh, we'll take the shoulders. And that's all these guys have for us.
Hurry back! Glad I could help! Hurry back!
You need something? See you later, for the Alliance. Have a good one.
Maybe we found a dude in the ice? I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe he carved a statue out of the ice. Maybe that's what it was. That being said, as weird as this sounds, guys, we don't have any more quests to pick up here. They really kind of, they kind of ruined this zone. Yeah. There were some good parts, you know, the best part... Oh, wait.
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, they didn't remove all the quests. Okay, I was worried that they had removed, like, all of the quests. They didn't. Thank God. Whew, yeah, that would have been a bummer. Maybe these were here the whole time and I was missing them. I don't know, I didn't see her here. You guys can let me know, was I simply overlooking her? My friends are always coming up with great ideas. I've never felt like I could match them until today. I just drew up the plans for something great. If you promise not to tell, I'll let you in on the secrets. I'm gonna make a mechanical Yeti. Not only are my friends sure to be freaked out when they see it, but when they get over that, I know they'll be impressed. Yeah. Echo 3. A lot of goblins have been going missing out there in Ice Thistle Hills. I was almost one of them. I had the idea to set up a sensor to tell us when the Yeti were getting close to Everlook. Of course, it's not working either. There's Yeti all over the hills and I haven't heard a peep of it. Would you mind checking on it for me?
Glad I could help. Be good.
And the perfect horns. I can't make Yeti without horns. I've been looking for what seems like forever for the perfect set of horns, and no horn I find is good enough. But just the other day I saw the biggest Yeti in Winterspring. I named him Icewamp. His horns are the ones I've been looking for. He lurks all the way in the back of the cave along the eastern ridge. We see, I think I must have overlooked these. You know, I probably kept seeing the exclamation point on the map, and for some reason I just thought it was the one that wanted to send us to the Blasted Lands or whatever, which is actually over here in the end. So that's my bad. Okay, so they didn't completely ruin the zone. They didn't take half the quest out of it. We do have more stuff to do here. We're going back to the Yeti Cave, and then we're going after Icewamp's pristine horns. But I'm going to take a break right here. Thank you guys very much for joining me here today. Truly do appreciate all the support on the journey as we are winding down the last 5 levels of it. Let me know what you guys think. I always love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.